Hey everybody, welcome back to Kill by Daylight. Quick quiz before we get into the video. Who has 2 thumbs and didn't expect behavior to drop this today? This guy, and I'm betting you as well. So this was a welcome surprise. Woke up today and saw this. And this is crazy because hey, guess what? They killed the second half of the perk video. So that's fun. The survivor side has probably never seen the light of day. Thanks, behavior. But much like the Ringu chapter, killing my videos then, what I would like to see in the game, this was a welcome one. This was a welcome one. That's what I get for, let's check my notes here. That, you can see it right there. Recorded June 4th. It's currently June 22nd. That's what I get for waiting to make a video because I wanted to put time, effort, and love into it. Yeah. Whoops. And so, we got a lot in this one, man. There's a lot. This is gonna be a long video, maybe. But since that video's never seen the light of day, ever, I can basically just delete it. Guard your eyes. Because fucking everything is so bright. These are what I was, thinking about doing. It's not really detailed here because I didn't take the time to like really refine everything. I just kind of like winged it. But these are the 20 perks that I was gonna touch, right? For survivors. Borrow time, I was gonna reduce the time down to 10 seconds. Unbreakable, this was self-res speed. I said get it the fuck out of here. Dead hard, I didn't know how to fix it, and hey, guess what? I'm assuming behavior didn't either because oops. I said remove the hit validation or reduce the iframes. I could have also said just remove it from the game. There's that. Iron Will, take grunts of pain from 100% silent to 75%. Adrenaline, I said get it the hell out of here. Self-care, I said get the proficiency out of here. Botany knowledge, I said reduce the efficiency. Is this proficiency or efficiency? I don't even know. I don't know because I don't. That's not what I use self-care for. Botany, I believe, is efficiency. This is proficiency, I think. Anyway, you can see that. Bounce landing, remove the grunt modifier. Just rework luck as a whole for ante up the ante. Boons, fucking get them out of here, boy. Delete them. Get them out of here. But the buffs, solidarity was one. The hell's solidarity do? Let's remember what solidarity does. Oh, yeah, when you heal a survivor while you're injured, you get 50% of that heal progress back. I said up that to 75 and remove the without medkit step because currently if you heal somebody without a medkit, that's only time solidarity acts. I'm trying to talk fast because I know that we're gonna deep dive some shit. Head on, I said remove the exhaustion because why is it an exhaustion perk? Doesn't make sense, just give it a cooldown. And hey, why not just have it proc instantly? No Mither, I said increase the grunts of pain silence to 100% silent and also basically combine Unbreakable's pickup speed with Iron Will. That was my whole thing with No Mither because it sucks. This would make it still suck, but a lot less. Autodidact, that was the heal progress. You start with negative 25% heal progression. Just make it negative 15. Fuck it. Distortion, I said increase the tokens instead of the duration per level. Fast track, it's all skill checks. I didn't know if this should be on here, but I was like, I need 20 perks. Prove thyself, same thing with distressing and the hunter's perk, whatever the hell that is. Small game, yep. Small game, increase the meters and the duration, or the cooldown, reduce the cooldown. Hope, take away the timer. And Slipper Meat was increase the chance to escape basement hooks by 25%, or you gain a token for each successful unhook, maximum of 4. For each token, you gain 4% increased chance to Kobe. Get this out of here, there you go. Keep those stats in mind. I should have left that open. Fuck it, we're doing it live. First we're going over the overhaul progression system. We already know that. I am in love with it. Thanks! TLDR, This is the single largest reduction to the grind we've ever made, cutting it by roughly 75%. We're gonna get into that. Unlocking perks, they go through that. No more resets. You don't lose anything that you've unlocked already. Infinite prestige. Yep. Shrine of Secrets is now the thing. Transition to a new system. For those who reach Prestige 3 before the update will receive a special prestige icon to recognize their achievement and commemorate the perks and add-ons they lost in progress. Hey, guess what? That's not really worth it. But I might just get Plague up, like Prestige Plague the day before this patch comes out. They will be doing a live stream soon to show the updated system in action and answer any questions ahead of the PTB. That is the 27th. They said they are doing that live stream. More than likely, PTB is the June 28th, and more than likely, this patch, 12th. More than likely. I don't know if the leaks said the 12th. I think the leaks were like the 7th. Makes no sense because that's a Thursday. But pretty much whenever the new Rift is gonna be added. I think there's like 14 days now, which that's 7. That's 14. So maybe the 5th, one of these days, first or second week, whatever. Sooner rather than later, I would love it. Matchmaking incentives, you're great. They're gonna pay you to play a role you don't give a damn about. Whenever the number of killers to survivors differs too much for the ideal ratio, L+, will offer a blood point bonus. Anyone who opts to play the needed role will range from 25% to 100% increase in blood points. That's not too shabby. That's literally barbecue, and you don't have to do anything with it. We'll get to that. Matchmaking incentives will be disabled crossplay off because why not? This is the big shit. This is huge. I was like, okay, let's take a look at the meta perks. What? You're doing what now? Before we make meaningful changes to the meta, we need to look at why these perks are so heavily used in the first place. Well, these some perks are popular because of their strength, others are popular because they reduce the likelihood of an unfair situation. Therefore, we've prepared a few baseline changes to address some of these core gameplay issues. Should have said this at the top instead of 8 minutes into this video. I approve of all of this. I love everything they've done here, both survivor side, killer side. Thumbs up. At this point, I'm putting equal time into both sides, so I approve of all of this. Everything. There are issues I have, but we'll get to them. Generator speeds. This was like, what? Holy shit, you're doing what now? You're taking my advice? Well, if you did that, you would have scrapped a brand new part in the trash where it belongs, but hey, here we are. Looking at the killer perks most used by killers, there's a very clear trend. Any perk that helps prevent generators from being powered, slowdown perks for short, are favored. Corrupt, Pop, Pain Resonance, Ruin are a few notable examples, and each among the most popular perks. Many players feel like generators are powered too quickly without these perks, so we knew we needed to look at generators before making any perk changes. Yes! 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 I said that in, I believe it was the killer perk video that was finally released. Or I've said it many times. Before you look at nerfing slowdown perks, gen regression perks, you need to look at the major problem, and that's toolboxes being powerful and generators. And they did one of those, which is good. First, we increased the time it takes to power a gen to 90 seconds, up from 80 seconds. That's pretty decent. 10 seconds is a pretty long time to be sitting on a gen, and I'm a gen jockey. Shit, this is gonna suck. But as a killer, it's gonna be great. Time to complete a gen hasn't been changed in a long time, but it's clear that they are being powered quicker than we'd like because of toolboxes, you dinguses. Slowing them down slightly, we hope to give killers a big window to interrupt survivors, particularly at the beginning of a trial. Second, this is even bigger. Kicking a gen now will instantly remove 2.5 of the maximum progress. That's pretty fucking huge. That's pretty huge. So the baseline, okay, people love Pain, Ruin, and Corrupt because gens are too fast. And people love Pop and Resonance because kicking a gen doesn't do a damn thing. Well, we'll fix both of those. Thumbs up! With these two changes, we hope to reduce the reliance on passive slowdown mechanics and promote increased interaction between killer and survivors. You could have just nerfed, uh-oh. What is that perk? Uh-oh, it's the Nia one. Ah, fuck, I don't remember it. I don't know why. My mind just went... Pfft. Not quick and quiet. I don't remember it. It's not Streetwise. I remember her other two perks. I don't remember the other one. DVD Wiki. Am I gonna remember before I actually click on the thing? Nope. Brain's gone empty. Brain has gone empty. Urban Evasion. Could have just nerfed that one to the ground. But these are very much approved. People are you've changed Corrupt Intervention. People are still gonna rat around the map trying to outlast it instead of sacrificing themselves to the gods. More general killer improvements though. Insane what they've done with this patch. Hopefully everything makes it through PTB untouched. That is a dream scenario. That is a pipe dream scenario, because I doubt some of these will not pass. They notice that people don't want to play killer. That's it. That's literally this top line. Average kill rates. How many survivors are killed each trial, on average, are a little lower than we like. Much lower. It's like, well, maybe it's lower because nobody wants to play fucking killer. Because you introduce fucking so many second chance perks. We reduced the time it takes to break walls and pallets by 10%. Now 2.34 seconds instead of 2.6. Gens can also be kicked 10% faster than before. Now 1.8 seconds instead of the 2. I wonder if this stacks with Brutal Strength. Because that one, you'd be pop. That's all it would take. Just 1 second, just pop. Well, these changes seem small. A fraction of a second is the difference between hitting a survivor and having them reach the pallet. Yes. Yes. Now they've reduced the cooldown of successful basic attacks by 10%. Now 2.7 seconds, previously 3 seconds. And reduced the duration of the survivor speed boost upon being hit by 10%, now 1.8 instead of 2. Bruh, what? Holy shit, they're actually showing killers a lot of love in this one, and that was insane. Survivors will gain slightly less distance upon being hit, making it more difficult for them to run long distances to a safe area. This is a pretty direct nerf to the hold W meta that we're currently in. Just hold forward, because you'll waste the killer's time. This is now, hey, you get hit, you're not gonna go that much farther. So, thumbs up. Again, hopefully all of this makes it through PTB. That would be fantastic. Finally, they tweet Bloodlust. You now get it 10 seconds sooner than you would have at, or at least tier 3. So that's fun. Like, it's the same amount, 15 seconds for the first tier, and then it's 5 seconds sooner, and then 10 seconds sooner. That's cool. That's great. Yeah. Though slight, these changes affect every killer and can have ramifications on the game. We will be watching closely to ensure that nothing gets out of hand. Again, hopefully, these don't seem too drastic. Like, if they were like, we're reducing the cooldown of successful basic attacks by 25%, and being like, it's now just, like 2.3 seconds instead of like 2.7, which is closer to 3 than to 2. Like, if they were going drastic, like, oh, now the survivor speed boost upon being hit is reduced by 50%. You only get it for 1 second instead of the 1.8, you know? It's not too crazy, so I have faith that, who am I kidding? There's several DBD tubers who will absolutely make sure this shit is out of hand. People are gonna be running save the best for last with this and just like speed hacking, and they're gonna be like, okay, well, okay, I'm willing to bet Brutal Strength stacks with this and these, so fingers crossed it all makes out of PTB alive. Now on the survivor side, make a clear preference for perks that grant a second chance. BT, DS, DH. Perks that nature help a survivor avoid certain death, leading to extreme usage rate. Benefit of these second chance perks is how they help prevent unfun situations, namely being camped and tunneled out of the game. In order to incentivize meaningful change to the meta, it's clear that we need to address these controversial tactics. Second chance perks should be a nice to have, not essential to assuring enjoyable gameplay. Agreed. Every time a friendo unhooks me, I'm like, you better fucking have BT. Oh, you didn't. I'm dead. That's every single time. Every single time. These, again, all these good. Moving forward, survivors will receive a 5-second endurance effect after being unhooked. You get built-in light version of borrow time. They say that. That's their words, not mine. But that's basically what it is. This gives the unhooked survivor an opportunity to reach a nearby pallet or window, or another survivor to position themselves for a protection hit. Yes, very good. 5 seconds is not that long. 5 seconds is not that long, so it's nice. It's a nice cushion. You can maybe like walk away, hope for them to hit you, and then get this. The unhooked survivor will receive a 7% haste effect for 5 seconds. So you could kind of, I don't know, you could probably outrun killers and maybe still get the endurance effect. PTB will show us what is up. Both these effects will be canceled prematurely if the unhooked survivor performs what we now call a conspicuous action. Anything other than being chased, basically. Repair a gen, heal yourself or others, cleansing or blessing a totem, sabotaging a hook, unhooking others, opening gates. Anything that has to do with not you surviving or being chased, basically. These base changes, we hope survivors can switch up their perk loadouts without fear that camping and tunneling will cut their next match short. Guess what? That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna fucking happen, mate. I think they're like, okay, people won't use DS because now you have 5 seconds. No. People won't use borrow time because nope, that's still gonna happen, but they're still gonna use it. Meta changes. Look at this graph. You gonna tell me what I'm looking at here? They do. I just don't want to read. Yep. Baby barbecue and chili. My baby. My baby. Remember what I said? It was like, oh yeah, they'll probably just remove the blood point bonus and just make it base kit. They said, fuck you. That's a bad idea. So they didn't do that. They actually just fucking gutted it. Just gutted it. We do not want blood points to be the driving factor behind perk choices, so we will be removing blood point bonus. Sad. While we understand this change may be shocking, yep. Please keep in mind the update reduces the grind about 70%. Kind of. You still have to prestige all of every character to like get max level perks. You have to get everybody up to P3 to get tier 3 perks on everybody. I'm looking at my survivors being like, oh man, there's a lot of level 5s in there. Like I almost got Sadako up to level 50. Dredge is the only one that's left at like level 1. So I gotta get him up, then I gotta get all of the survivors up. Like that little extra points would fucking help. But I understand what they're trying to do. I understand. Still sad. We believe this is a necessary step to make sure aura reading perks are more appealing, as blood point game will no longer be a deciding factor. It's not. I said it in the killer perk video. There are better perks to take that are aura reading, quote unquote. Thrilling Tremors comes to mind. Very, very good. They buffed Dead Man Switch, and that's seemingly pretty fucking dope. Things that block gens are preferred over just plain aura reading. So there is that. This will probably still get played on a lot of my builds, but it's kind of sucks not getting the added bonus. That's all it was. It was a bonus. You did your job, you got a bonus. Now it's just like, I hook you. There they are. Meh. Ruin, they fucking slaughtered this perk. Bro. Like, I read this, I'm like, oh my god, I thought I was being too harsh as saying that 150 should be the max. They were like, fuck you, it's in half now. Now it only regresses 100% of the it's just basic regression. But automatic. Bruh, this will reduce its power without destroying its primary appeal. Bruh, you just destroyed this perk. What are you talking about? But after a survivor is killed, Ruin will automatically deactivate. I tweeted this out, being like, bro, after it's deactivated, can it turn back on? Because you run the risk of running Ruin, it being cleansed within the first 30 seconds of the match, or somehow staying up, 3 gens popping in the distance anyway, and then you kill somebody, and then it's gone anyway. It's a waste of a perk slot. It really is. What's the next one? Can I talk about it? Pop is still good. There. I fucking figured it out for it. Ruin is now gone from one of the best regression perks, slowdown perks, to one of the worst. Abso-fucking-lutely. Pop. I got this one correct. I got this one correct because I accidentally said, the gen's current progress instead of total progress because I'm an idiot and didn't realize that it just was all total progress being reduced by 25%. Learn to breathe, me. Yeah, because they are now just standard kicking, and gen removes 2.5% of progress by default. They have toned it down to compensate. Perk will now remove 20% of current, not total progress. So I technically got this one right. I got this one, and I technically got barbecue right. I say technically because they didn't make blood point gain base kit. It sucks. Corrupt. This one I saw first, I'm like, why? But now I'm like, you know what? That's fine. Anytime you, it's still, they didn't change numbers with this one. Remember when I said in that video, like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna, simple tweaking of numbers, because that's easy, and behavior loves easy. They wouldn't change perks totally, would they? I was fucking wrong, man. I'm glad I was. This is still up for 2 minutes. Is it 2 minutes or a minute and a half? I think it's 2 minutes. I'm not gonna look it up. I'll take my word for it. Yeah. But moving forward, the perk will deactivate once a survivor enters the dying state. We believe this change will keep corrupt intervention effective in helping killer build early game pressure, while providing a limit to its power. So, Mikey getting out of tier 1, Trapper and Hag setup. It'll still be useful, but it'll still also be useful on every killer because they still can't do the 3 furthest gens from you. So you're still they have to come to you basically, or rat around because that's what they're going to do anyway. And if you put somebody in a dying state, it deactivates automatically. That's fine. That's a fine choice. Tinkerer. They basically didn't do a damn thing to it. I was like, okay, this makes sense. The popular choice for the information it provides, being able to prevent a generator from being powered, is a game changer. Literally how you win the game most times, honestly, guys. But you design the game, so you know that, right? Right? You clearly do, because you changed gens. How gens work. It can, however, become a little oppressive when paired with certain regression perks. You mean all regression perks. Therefore, Tinkerer can now only activate once per gen. With the base charges increased to 90, killers will have extra time to approach. So still 70%, but now it can only activate once on a gen, which you can seemingly get 7 uses out of Tinkerer now. It's kind of a nerf, but then again, nothing really changes. This one's gonna need testing. Oops, they didn't do a fucking thing to Noed. I was hoping they were gonna nerf this goddamn thing in the ground. They did nothing. They did nothing. Oops, TLDR, now survivors will now see Hex Totem's aura within 4 meters upon activation. This range increases to 24 meters over the course of 30 seconds. You know what the big problem is? It's an insta-down that the killer gets a speed boost with. Bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, the problem was not finding the totem. That is a big part of it, but the problem is that last gen procs, and then the killer suddenly becomes fucking Sonic, and I suddenly have a fucking blunt or sharp object in the back of my skull, and I'm dying on first hook. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm looping a killer that has Noed, I get downed, I'm put on my first hook of the game at the end of the game. My teamies can actually not huddle in a corner jerking themselves off. They can actually go around and find the totem, deactivate it, and come unhook me, and because of the built-in borrowed time and the speed boost you get, maybe I actually survive some of these. No? Probably not. Solo queue is a nightmare, bro. Solo queue is a fucking nightmare, and Noed is the Freddy Krueger of that nightmare. Everybody wanted a requirement for Noed activating. I suggested four different hooks, not even just unique hooks. 4 hooks. A full third of the game done. Just to activate the perk. No, none of that. They just now see the aura. Fuck off. Bruh, fuck off. Pain resonance. Hey, guess what? They didn't do anything to the numbers, Mason. They're removing loud noise notification. Instead of exploding, the affected generator will now spark upon losing progress. Survivors will no longer scream. We believe this is ensure pain resonance remains a strong regression perk while limiting its informational aspect. Cool. And like, I don't know. That's fine, right? I don't know. I'm kind of torn with it. Like, it is a lot of regression. But if the survivors don't feel like they have to leave the gen, right? You hook somebody on a Scourge hook. As of right now, it explodes. You go, there they are. And survivors who are on it scream, revealing their location. But now, they don't explode. And survivors no longer scream. So the survivor goes, oh, he's got pain resonance. Let me keep working. Because pain resonance, you lose, what, 15% of the gen's current progress, right? Yeah, it instantly loses a large chunk of progress. Doesn't it start regressing as well? So now survivors don't have to worry about the regression because they can still work on the fucking gen. Bruh. Dead hard. Hey, look. It's not. This will remove dead hard for distance. Lol. You didn't do a goddamn thing. So they did a complete overhaul of this perk. Not 100% sure if it's still an exhaustion perk. It hopefully fucking is, because goddamn. There are 2 main ways dead hard is used: dodge a hit and for distance to get to a nearby pallet or window. In the latter case, there's not much a killer can do. Absolutely. And guess what? In both cases, there's not much a killer can do. Therefore, Dead Hard will now provide the endurance effect for 1 second when activated. If you time it right, you can prevent the hit and gain a momentum speed boost. I don't see how they changed it. I don't see how they changed it. Like, let's look at a couple examples, right? Schmuckles. Dead Hard will now make survivors invincible through vaults. Do they get the sprint burst if they're hit from the endurance status effect? So that's giving a 3rd hit with a sprint burst, right? That's a worse version of old, I'm assuming Metal of Man, if used right before a vault. Yeah. So the Dead Hard nerf is, if you use a vault, survivors get a free 3rd hit, plus reset blood loss, because you lose all blood loss when performing the following actions, hitting a survivor. Cool. Pixelbush asks, will Dead Hard still have the animation so killers can know it's been baited out? They say yes. It will have an animation. Somebody says, I don't understand how this fixes the actual Dead Hard for distance issue. Surely you just activate it before a window, then the killer has to let you freely vault the window unless the animation is the whole 1 second. Or just activate it before a pallet and make distance to it. Because if they time it right, the killer can just grab you off of a window vault. Endurance effect doesn't counter that, except you can't be grabbed out of fast vault. Fast vaulting takes 0.5 seconds and you need to activate DH before the input for the vault is put in, which also should take around 1 second before the vault. So there's a window at the end of the vault where you can hit the survivor. Ugh, man. I don't know how this is a nerf. I don't know. It's just a rework. It's not a nerf. You're just making the perk honestly better. Right? You know the killer's about to swing. Well, people have learned to Dead Hard frame perfect. Like they're about to fight in fucking Street Fighter V Evo finals. They know the frame perfect data on this shit. They know the frame perfect data on this shit. So they're gonna be able to perfectly time when that motion starts to happen. Activate your little dab, and then you get hit. You get the endurance status effect, and you go flying. You're still extending the chase, and you're taking a third hit. This fixes nothing. I think they looked at Dead Hard and said, we're gonna do this, and we're also gonna make it so survivors get less of a speed boost when they're hit. 1.8 seconds of momentum instead of 2. I don't think it does anything. I don't think it's gonna do anything. I think it's still gonna be a piece of shit second chance perk. The PTB will show. They're doing an entire live stream to be like, look how these things do. Learn. So I guess we'll see in like 5 or 6 days from now. All right. So I'm hoping it changes it for the better. Hopefully it's still usable, but not fucking absolutely broken. I don't know. But also them changing this is now them admitting, hey, hit validation. Oops. Didn't work. They admit that, hey, Dead Hard actually gets pretty strong with hit validation. So now we're just gonna change the perk altogether. And I do suppose that because it does have the endurance status effect, you're still gonna have to mend, which is still gonna take time out of your schedule, right? Because you take the hit, you go flying, you make it to the fucking shack, and the killer goes, ah, fuck that. And they walk away. You still gotta mend. You can't just go heal yourself and reset. You have to mend and then heal, and then, you know, maybe it's not too bad. I'm gonna look at the brighter side of things. Maybe it's not too bad. Next, everybody's favorite decisive strike. I called it Dead Strike. There's really nothing here except DS will now deactivate once the exit gates are powered. In addition, the stun duration has been reduced by 5 seconds to 3 seconds. Also be simply simplifying the description of the perk. Decisive will now be canceled by conspicuous actions. Now Decisive Strike stun is shorter than Legion's, I believe, right? Oh no, they changed Legion's stun to 3, so now it is absolutely in line. So Legion takes a Decisive Strike stun every time they come out of Frenzy. Thumbs up. Holy shit. That's bad. I have lost many a game because every survivor on the enemy team had DS, and I would slug 2 or 3 of them at the end game. Like, I slug the dude who was unhooking mid-on-hook, the person who got off the hook, slug them, and I'd go to pick one of them. I'd eat a DS, and they all left. They all leave, so I go from having a certified 2K to a no K. Now, this won't happen because it deactivates once the exit gates are powered. That's pretty good. This also goes in line with the gameplay updates, so that's pretty good. BT will now extend the duration of endurance effect of unhooked survivors by 6, 8, or 10 seconds. Increase movement speed bonus by 10 seconds. What the fuck, man? These effects will be canceled if the unhooked survivor prevents action. While the overall duration with board time is longer than before, we expect that having a light version in the base kit will cause the usage rates to drop because we're fucking idiots. You literally just said this will now extend that 5-second endurance to 15 and that 7-second speed boost to 17 seconds. I'm sorry, how much was that? God, that hurt my eyes. How much was that speed boost? 7% haste, so you're moving at 107. You're slightly slower than Hag. Good job. That's not what I wanted to look at. Thank you. We're not there. We're not there yet. We're not here yet. God damn it. So yeah, 7% speed boost for 17 seconds, and you are immune to everything for 15 seconds. This is cope. This is them saying, okay, we nerfed it. Okay. Surely they will not use it as much as they did. Bullshit. Everybody's gonna fucking use it so hard. Iron Will, they did what I suggested, 75%. Also, it's basically an exhaustion perk. It is no longer active when exhausted, though it will not cause exhaustion itself. It's basically an exhaustion perk by proxy. That's fine. That's good. That's neat. Self-care. To reduce its strength, self-care heal speed will be lowered to 25, 30, 35%, and item efficiency bonus will be removed. So my suggestion of removing the efficiency bonus, I think I called it proficiency. Whatever, who cares? Now Claudettes are gonna have to go to the corner and spend about 3 minutes healing themselves. Sure. Also, this kills the fucking salmonation joke. What? Why don't you brought a medkit? Just bring self-care. You killed the joke. Congrats. Fine chill. This one came out of fucking nowhere. I saw it on their list. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. And then I read Noed's fix. I went, they're not going to do shit to Spine Chill. Guess what? They actually did. Spine Chill will now only activate if the killer has a clear line of sight of the survivor. This will remove the awkward counterplay where the killer must look away at a 15-degree angle to where they're walking to ensure a stealthy approach. Next, we'll be adding a short, 0.5 seconds lingering effect to Spine Chill. This will prevent the perk icon from flickering when the killer looks around and makes the action speed boost more consistent. Also, they're removing vault speed, so that kills this perk almost entirely from a lot of people. I use this with Resilience and No Mither, as well as Dead Hard, as a vault speed build. It works. It works. The big dick build works. I like this change. Now you can do jump scare Myers really well. Like, I'm excited for Spine Chill's rework. So that's cool. Non-meta changes. Overcharge. This is now like the top tier, hippie top of the iceberg regression perk. Along with its current effects, the tremendously difficult skill check that they have to hit. Overcharge will cause a kick generator's regression speed to grow from 100% to 400% over the course of 30 seconds. Survivors will want to stop this generator from regressing ASAP. This is now the top tier perk because you kick it, 2.5 of the max progress gone, and it also starts regressing from 100, and then it builds up. It ramps up. I'm assuming it goes up 400% over 30 seconds. I'm not doing math on this one. Nah, I'm just not doing that. But like, you get double ruin times 2 over 30 seconds. And if they try to stop it, they get hit with that tremendously hard skill check. So it regresses even more. Bruh, this is the top tier regression perk now. Damn. Eruption. We have up the generator regression penalty to 10% and the duration of the incapacitated state to 25 seconds overall. I never used Eruption because kicking gens is useless. Useless. Now it's actually worth it. 2.5% of the max progression gone. That's pretty worth it. Again, Overcharge is now going to be amazing. Knockout. Cool, whatever. In addition to its current effect, Knockout will increase dying survivors, will cause dying survivors to crawl 50% slower for 15 seconds and reduce their recovery speed by 25. I thought that's what it already did. I don't know, though. Coulrophobia. Coulrophobia will now increase the speed of skill checks by 50% on top of what it already does. Cool. Useless. Dark Devotion, they broke. Now, broken. This perk is great for confusing sneak up on survivors, but the basic attack requirement makes it unappealing to certain killers. Dark Devotion will now activate when the obsession loses a health state. Oh no, I read this wrong then. I thought they were just taking the obsession part out of it. No, it's still pretty dope. It's just now when the obsession loses any health state, so Trickster can use it. Why the fuck are you playing Trickster? Jolt, Surge Cola. Refreshing. They removed the fucking cooldown, which is insane. Jolt plus Overcharge is now going to be a mainstay in almost all my builds. Because I love Surge Cola. That delicious, delicious grapefruit soda. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Coca-Cola, I believe, right? We did it. We searched it on one of these videos. Maybe not on this channel, but the other one. But we searched it. No, we did it on one of these because this is the only time I mentioned Surge fucking Cola. But yeah, now it has no cooldown. Sheesh. Lethal Pursuer. This is actually a really good thing. On top of the existing effect, Lethal Pursuer will now extend the duration of all aura reading effects by 2 seconds. So if you're running the now useless barbecue and chili, you will now see them for what, 6 seconds instead of 4 seconds? That's really good. I don't know if this this says it will now extend the duration of all aura reading effects. Does that include itself? Interesting. Gifts of Pain. They were wrong to nerf it, is basically what they said here. It also shipped with safer numbers. So we'll be increasing the action speed penalty to 16%. I've never used this perk because, yeah. Thana. Boy, this one came out of left field. I should have not stopped playing Legion. We're increasing the action speed penalty to 5.5 per survivor for max of 22%. That's pretty good. Monster Shrine is now a Scourge Hook perk. Didn't see that one coming, honestly. Monster Shrine is received rework. This perk will now convert all basement hooks to Scourge Hooks. Additionally, Scourge Hooks will now grant 20% faster entity progression, but only if the killer is not within 24 meters. So if you're using, this is a fucking meme build, isn't it? Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain, Scourge Hook, Pain Resonance, Monstrous Shrine, and maybe Thana just to be like regression or slowdown. That could work. This is actually a really good rework for Monstrous Shrine. Survivor perk buffs. Calm Spirit. You can now open chests and cleanse and bless totems silently, albeit at 30% reduced speed. Useless. Sabo! Can now identify Scourge Hooks. Their auras are shown in yellow when the survivor is being carried. Useless. Botany Knowledge. Botany Knowledge now increased healing speed by 50% instead of 33. So now you heal 50% faster. Bruh. Off the record, upon being unhooked, gain the endurance status effect for 80 seconds. The endurance status effect is lost upon performing conspicuous action. Well, this is a lengthy endurance effect. Any game progression action will cancel it prematurely, making it purely for evading the killer after being unhooked. A whole minute and a half almost of endurance. But this is also, you need to be unhooked. So you're giving yourself borrowed time. Does this one stack with the new base kit light version of borrowed time? And does this get added on top of borrowed time if my friend slash teammate slash lover maybe has borrowed time? Do you get 95 seconds of endurance? I'm gonna sneeze. Bro, the bullshit was so high on this one, it gave me fucking allergies. I became allergic to this bullshit. This is insane. Off the record is insane. Lucky Break, this does nothing, by the way. This does nothing. It's super strong, but that means you have this. We're giving survivors a way to recharge Lucky Break. Each second spent healing another survivor increases the duration by 1 second. Total time cannot exceed the starting duration. It's like super good perk. Just heal. Just heal. Like you actually have to go out and find another injured survivor and heal them just to get it extended. It's not saying it pauses the duration, mind you. You're just basically taking about 5 seconds to heal somebody, 10 seconds to heal somebody, and you're just getting 10 seconds added back on. So you're not gaining anything. Do they not realize that? Each time spent Each second spent healing another survivor increases Lucky Break's duration by 1 second. Like, you're losing 10 seconds to heal somebody, but you're gaining it back. Am I wrong on that one? Can somebody explain that to me? Because I think I'm reading it wrong. I think my allergies to off-the-records bullshit broke my brain on Lucky Break. Pharmacy! Oh, man. Rugs topography. The nurse who loves me. Say hello. The fuck was I talking about? Sorry, I got caught up in good songs. The pharmacy will activate whenever you're injured, guaranteeing an emergency med kit. I believe that is a green one? When you search a chest. This effect can happen multiple times in one trial. Megs don't steal med kits. They fucking bump into trees like they're playing Minecraft. They don't steal med kits. This might be really good. Like, you walk into a trial with nothing, and you get injured, you go search the basement chest, and you get a green med kit? That's pretty fucking good. Soul Survivor! Sheesh, they did nothing to it. They will now, in addition to hiding your aura, Survivor will now increase your generator repair speed by 75% and your exit gate and hatch opening speeds by 50. What? How is that supposed to help? How is that actually supposed to help you? If you're the sole survivor, you should probably be looking for hatch. Just, maybe there's a gen that's 95 and you gotta bust that shit out to then notify the killer that you're going to be in one of 2 places. But thank God you still have to waste time opening the exit gate instead of looking for the hatch when your friend is killed on hook. Useless. Distortion! For those who like to stay hidden, we've added a way to regain distortion stacks. Gain 1 token for every 30 seconds spent within the killer's terror radius. It's honestly better than my suggested perk rework, because now you can actually gain tokens back while hiding the killer's terror radius. That's good. There's like 2 aura reading perks in the game, and nobody's gonna be using barbecue after this. Probably. Lightweight. I really love this perk, actually. In addition to the lightweight's existing effect, your scratch marks will be more sporadic, making you harder to track. Scratch marks will also fade 5, 4, 3 seconds sooner up from 1, 2, 3. I think off the record's bullshit made my brain break again. Your scratch marks will also fade 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds sooner up from 1 second, 2 second, 3 seconds. What? What? Hold on, did I read this wrong? Your scratch marks will also fade 3 seconds sooner. That's up from 3 seconds. Motherfucker, what? Whatever, I'm assuming they wrote this wrong. We'll see. Deja vu. To help survivors power the 3 closest generators, Deja will now grant a 5% speed repair bonus to the revealed generators. So you find a gen that's closest to you, you fucking work on it, you get 5% faster. That's fine. That's pretty good. No One Left Behind. Beyond its current effects, No One Left Behind will grant a 7% movement speed bonus to any survivors that you unhook. Additionally, the perk now activates when the exits are powered rather than open. That makes it way more useful. Yep. No, that's just good. That's just good. Also, does this 7% movement speed stack with the current built-in one? These are... I'm glad they're doing a live stream to fucking show this shit off. I'm glad. We changed Dark Sense, how it works. When a generator is powered, Dark Sense activates the next time the killer comes within 24 meters of you. Your aura, their aura is revealed for 10 seconds. Then it deactivates. That's good. That's gonna power a lot of rat builds. Tenacity. In addition to the current effects, Tenacity will reduce your grunts of pain by 75% when in the dying state. Combine this with the increased crawl speed, this perk will now be a more effective way of crawling away from killer. Useless. Hope. I absolutely love this perk, and they did what I suggested. Hope is great for those who like to make late game saves, but the limited duration can cause it to expire at an inconvenient time. Since this perk is only useful at the end of the match, we remove the duration entirely. There you go. That's fine. Overzealous! They buffed it. It's just a straight up buff. You gain 8% repair speed bonus when you cleanse a totem. And now that bonus doubles if you cleanse a hex totem. Hopefully that's just cleanse and not boonify it. That'd be great. Oh, we're gonna live forever. They did the same thing they did with barbecue. That's it. Additionally, actions that previously granted a token will now activate the perk's secondary effect. While active, healing a survivor from the dying state grants them the endurance effect for 10 seconds. Secondary effect then deactivates. Cool. They were like, we're changing second chance perks. Psych, we're adding new ones. Like, okay, whatever. Nobody's gonna run this because there's no reason, because now it doesn't give blood points. This was the only reason people were altruistic to go for saves. Because of the bonus BP. Like, we do not want blood points to dictate which perks are used. Cool. Can you take that same mindset with, like, other things? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, there are some questionable ones. Like, what? Why? We realize that following these changes, the new meta will surely rise. Copium. We'll be closely monitoring the performance of each updated perk to ensure that none fall too far out of line. Moving forward, we hope to make meta-shaking updates like this one more frequent part of our plans in order to keep gameplay fresh. That'd be great. With that, we've reached the end of our edition of the developer update. Kudos to those who made it this far. It was a long one, about 50 minutes. As always, changes are available testing next week in the PTB. Given the number of changes, we'll be keeping an extra close eye on the feedback. We'll also be holding a live stream in the near future to review the update and answer the questions. Until next time, I had a hair in my mouth. The Dead by Daylight team. Was this useful? Yes. Yeah. Overall, this is like the biggest patch I've ever been experienced with this game. I've only been with this game for about 2 years. Over 2 years now. 2.5 years. No. 2 years and like a month. But it's still pretty fucking huge, mate. This one's big. Like, it took us 50 minutes to get through like all the changes and discuss them. That's not even going into the overhauled progression system. Like, which I'm excited for just straight off the bat. But them adding these new gameplay updates. You kick a gen. It now is 2.5 the max progress. Gens take longer to do. Like, Jesus, man. I didn't expect this today. You now break walls, pallets, and gens 10% faster. Successful basic attack hits have a shorter cooldown, and survivors have a shorter speed boost duration. That shit's awesome. Also, on the survivor side, you now have built-in BT with built-in Hope. Hope is an 8% haste effect, but it's basically the same thing. You have 5 seconds of endurance and 7% haste. Like, that's shit's great, man. All these perk changes, for the most part, are pretty dope. I really wish they fucking nerfed Noah into the ground. I'm curious to see how Dead Hard actually works. I think that's what the entire live stream is gonna be. Like, no. You activate it, it activates for 1 second. Look how much time that is. It's not a lot. I don't think they're changing it really by that much, but hey, here we are. I hope they explain if this borrowed time, the new borrowed time, stacks with what they have changed to. Because if it stacks, then that, again, that's 15 seconds of endurance and 15 seconds of speed boost. I think I said 17 because I got the numbers mixed up. But 15 seconds of both endurance and speed boost. If this replaces those, like they don't stack, then this line over here, this last line of like, we expect that having lighter version of the base kit will cause usage rates to drop. Then yes, if this is just like, you can have the 5 second duration or the 10 second duration, they don't stack, then great. Like that's also going with, pop. Like, I guess it has to, right? Yeah, because given the King and Gen now removes 2.5 progress by default, this now removes 20% of current progress, so that stacks. So yeah, okay. But like, if I'm curious if this stacks. What was that other one we saw? I'm curious if Lethal Pursuer stacks with itself. That's a question mark. Does Off the Record stack with it? That, like, there's some questions I hope they really tackle. Also, clearing up 3 seconds is up from 3 seconds. Because, bruh, I think this is supposed to be back, right? This is supposed to be backwards, right? Your scratch marks will also fade 3, 4, 5 seconds sooner, up from 1, 2, and 3. Right? I think it's supposed to be a 5 up from 3, not 3 up from 3. That makes no sense. Does No One Left Behind stack with that? Like, there's some questions that need to, I would like answered, right? Yeah, I hope they answer some of these things, but I'm very much looking forward to this update. Again, they're doing the live stream. I believe they said the 27th. More likely PTB is till the 28th, or they'll do something fucky, right? DVD, Twitter. There's a blood hunt. Yeah, June 27th at 11 a.m. Load. Yeah. June 27th, 11 a.m. Eastern on Twitch says we dive deeper into the dev update and upcoming gameplay changes. So, yes. More than likely. Where's my merce? There, my merce or my gird. 27th is the live stream. They're gonna go play the PTB now. And then, I think it's gonna be the 12th is when we get the update. So, about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks almost. So, I'm really looking forward to this. Like, I was just expecting, like, okay, mid-chapter, we're gonna get the overhauled progression system update. Okay. And then they showed off that teaser of, like, hey, look what 39 perks were changing. I was like, okay, we're just gonna get the, okay, overall progression system and the perk changes, okay. And then they're like, matchmaking incentives and gameplay updates are coming with it. This might be the best patch of all time that they've released. It's like, it's just astounding, man. In order to unlock these 2 perks for every character, you need to estimate an average of 4.1 hours every day. New system that decreases an average of 1 hour each day. That's not factoring in putting bonuses from events, perks, and offerings. Yeah, okay. I know people have a problem with this. I do think they should not show that. Instead, put Polyester did an entire video about it. So go watch that. Just search his channel for that one. I do agree that showing these will cause bad community interactions, right? You're gonna be Prestige like 2 and see your Prestige 8 with the, oh, it's just MMR again. It's just grade system being shown again. Yeah, yeah. I know they want the flex. They want you to flex. Because they're like, if you hit Prestige 3 before the update, you'll receive a special icon. Fart noise. Who cares? Who gives a shit? That's useless. Useless. But I'm very much excited for this. Very much excited. I hope y'all are excited. Yeah, man, this is a crazy day. Crazy day with this update. So, for now, I want to thank you all for watching. Gameplay will resume next episode. Next episode should actually be during the Blood Hunt. The Blood Hunt event, right? They said yeah, June 23rd to the 27th. You can see 22nd today. I've shown the fucking the fucking, what do you call it? Multiple times the calendar. All blood points for matches are doubled, so that's pretty good. Everybody's gonna be popping the anniversary things for 106% increase for everyone, so I would assume they all stack, right? I would assume they all stack, right? 106 times 5, then times 2. Yeah, 1,000 times %. That would be amazing. Hopefully it stacks. But yeah, I'm excited for it all. I gotta stack up on blood points, start leveling up survivors, because apparently it's gonna be a little bit more difficult because barbecue doesn't help out. So yeah, I gotta, oh man, I got every survivor to level up. I got like 3 of them level 50. Bruh. That'll do it for this one. That'll do it for this one. If you're excited for this new update coming in the first week or 2 of July, let me know in the comments what you're most excited about. Is it the matchmaking incentives? I know it probably isn't. It's probably the meta change, meta shakeup, or the gameplay update, or, you know, whatever you're excited for, let me know. But until next time, hook the like button, more the subscribe button, bing bong that bell. And until next time, I'll see you in the fog. Good luck.